to the channel. Today I have a bunny care hack that I'd like to share with you, and it's about their BB's litter box, and it took me 3.5 years to figure out this system. So hopefully this is helpful to you in the case that you just got a bunny and want to know the best way to, or I mean not the best way, everyone has their way, but how to take care of their litter box situation. Elevate him off of the pee because I didn't want him just like sitting in it. And I researched all of the store-bought items, like all of the wood chips. I used to use aspen wood chips, but then I got paranoid about him getting splinters. And cedar and pine are just, they're kind of harmful to rabbits. So if you were to choose a wood chip, I would go with the aspen. But I would feel some of the wood chips, and it would feel like he might get a splinter, and he wouldn't be able to tell me if he did. So I didn't want to use the wood chips, and then I was worried about the chemicals in some of the other bed lining in the store. So what I started to do was just get paper towels from the store and line the litter box, his litter box, with paper towels, like a whole bunch of these, maybe like a lot of them. And then I would put hay directly in here, and because rabbits, while they eat their hay, then they use the bathroom at the same time. And my whole concern was having him just sit in the pee, especially at night if it's cold and things, and the poop, right? And just like a dog, you have to take them for a walk 2 or 3 times a day in order for them to use the bathroom. I recommend that you change their litter box at least once a day. I do it twice a day. That is kind of extreme, and you could actually prevent that much plastic going into the landfills. If you did it once a day would be enough, but definitely once a day. Okay, so this was my old system that I used to do, but I figured out something new that works great, and I like it because he's elevated off of everything, all of the poop, all of the pee. New way to have a bunny as a pet. They're like cats and dogs, like they can free roam as long as you bunny proof. I grabbed a pan just like this, like a regular cooking pan. It's about this. If you can get one that's a little like this high, that would be great, because then there'd be no splashing on the side. But I would get a pan like this, and then I would simply just line it with paper towels like this, like about 7 or 8 paper towels, I would say. And the main thing is that you want to line the most paper towels towards the back, because that's where they're going to be using the bathroom, right? To soak up the pee and things like that. So this is how I do it. I get the baking sheet like this, and then I line it with I rip them off in 2s. These are the half sheets, and I line it with about 8 of them. So there's 2 in the front, which is a thin layer in the front, and then it gets more absorbent towards the back. And then I had to look for this as well, but you're gonna put on top of that. Okay, so there are there are these grids, and they're about 1-inch squares, right? And if you have a bigger bunny, this would be okay for you, but BB's a Netherland dwarf, so his front paws are really small, so they would actually slip right through here. So that would defeat the whole purpose of trying to elevate him off the excrement, right? So these are 1-inch grids, and I knew I had to look for something with a smaller, or what would you call that? The outside of the square, basically, not area, but the perimeter of this grids would have to be smaller. So then I found something like this, and this was a bit more expensive. This is pretty cheap. You can get it at Walmart for under $5. But this I got at Costco, and I think you have to order it online now, because I'm not sure if they still carry it in store, but you can check. And it's this brand, MIU, and it comes in a pack of 2, and they're cooling racks for baked goods, like cooling racks. And this is great because if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the grids are really small. They're about ½ inch. So they're really small. This isn't the one he uses in the bathroom. This is the second one, the brand new clean one, by the way. And if you can compare the two, I mean, this is way more comfortable because if you think about it, when a bunny's standing on here to you know, eat their food and use the bathroom at the same time, his feet, I mean, they have nails, right, and toes, so it's gonna be kind of like splayed on this thing, and that'd be painful, you know, to just kind of be on something that's like that. So I also do something else in addition to that. So you take these things off, just like simply like that, and these are the things that help it stand, right, when you're cooling off baked goods. But you just take it off like this, and you end up with this, and they're about ½ inch, remember, on each side of each square. And then you just place it in the pan like this. And then to make it even more comfortable for their feet, what I do is I just get a little bit of hay and I just sprinkle it on like that to kind of just give him, and make sure it's not like sticking up so it pokes the bottom of his feet, but it's, you know, kind of laid flat like that, and just spread it around. I put a lot more than this actually, but he's walking on it, it's comfortable, but yet, you know, his poop and pee can go through the grid, and, you know, he'll be elevated off, not sitting in it. And then you can put like heavy ceramic, because I don't know about your bunnies, but he's likes to just like toss things around, and like I had plastic containers and that didn't work very well. So I put like the lighter haze, like the softer haze in this one, and then I put his hay that is supposed to help with grinding his teeth down in this one, and then he has option of both like that. And this is simply a ceramic butter dish. I found it at Ross, and I was like, this would work because the weight, and it has a top that kind of hooks into the groove of the grid, I mean the baking rack. So then he has an option of his soft hay or his hard hay, and I put more hay than this. Like I kind of just pile it up because he likes to dig through it, and it'll get on here. So this is like, to me, the cleanest way that they can have their food and use the bathroom at the same time. And it took me 3 years to figure this out, so hopefully this is helpful to you in one video. Okay, so cleanup is like super easy. I mean, with this system, cleanup was it took a bit longer. And then if you're living in an apartment where you don't have a yard, like I was living in a condominium, a high-rise, that I didn't have a yard to like just shoot off his, you know, his containers and things. So I was like washing it in the tub, and then I'd have to like Clorox the tub after, and just, it was a process. And then, you know, daily. Okay, so to clean up, this is the things that I have on hand. I just got 2 spray bottles like this, and, you know, just like $1 something. And I labeled one, I put with, the best thing would be like Dawn soap, a couple of drops of Dawn soap in water. And then this one is pure white vinegar. And the interesting thing about vinegar, when I researched it, is it actually dissolves bunny pee. So it has a chemical reaction to where when you put vinegar on the bunny pee, it actually dissolves it. Like, and bunny pee, if you have a bunny, you realize it kind of like stains things like metal, and it just stains. But vinegar, and just simple white vinegar, like distilled white vinegar from the store, it has a chemical reaction where it dissolves it. So that was amazing and great to learn. But so vinegar and Dawn soap with water, and these are my 2 like cleaning things. And it's super simple. Like, this is all you do. And you just get 4-gallon bags, you know, like the type you put in maybe your bathroom trash cans. So 4-gallon bags like this. And then I put this on a container. Like, actually I use his containers from before, And then I just put this on it like that. Well, first I get one towel like this, and then there'll be like things stuck on there. So, and then all this hay that he might have peed on, I just kind of like put it onto the pan, right? Because there's pee on it and things. So I put it, and then I put it on here, and then I just get his container like this, and I put it a 4-gallon bag like this, and the paper towel that you use to line the pans and things, the paper towel, this is what I do, I just cut it in half, this. So you don't have to get your hands dirty, like your hands can stay clean through this whole process as well. And then I smash it in half. And then I do that. And this is all soaked with the excrement, right? And I just do this. And then this thing, that's it. And then you tie this like that. Or I tie it really tight though, so like the smell doesn't come out and things like that. And then this will have like some remnants of pee on there. So what I do is I get 2 towels like this, and then I fold it like this and this. And then I spray 1 spray of vinegar, 1 spray of the Dawn soap and water. Then I put a little water on it, and then I just start from where the pee is the least, and then I just wipe it. And then I throw this in here before I tie it. And that's it. That's like for a quick clean. But when you want to clean it like really well, I'd recommend rinsing this grid off once in a while as well. Like I wash his grid with, I'll get a dish like sponge that I throw away, and then I wash this, and then I rinse it once in a while, and I just throw that sponge away and put it in here. But this as well, you can clean it even better sometimes if you want. You get the vinegar, and I just put a little puddle of vinegar like that. And then this is a couple of drops of Dawn soap and water, right? So I unscrew this, and then I fill this whole pan. The amount of this container fills this pan up halfway, so it's perfect. So the vinegar and the diluted Dawn soap and water is in the pan, and I just let it sit like that for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'll go do something like throw this away or something like that. And then if you live in an apartment, like I don't have an outdoor space at this place too. We might be moving soon, but yeah, you just put it over the toilet. I have to keep my toilet clean though as well. So I keep the toilet clean because in case you don't want any splashback like onto here, right? Like I'm kind of germophobic too, so. And then so I get the Dawn soap, and then I kind of do that so that the vinegar and the Dawn soap kind of works out all the things, and then I just dump it in the toilet like that, and then I get this and put water in it, plain water, and then I rinse. I kind of put it over the toilet like this so that it doesn't splash, and then I just slowly pour the water from this, kind of like this. Let me just show you real quick. And I just kind of do this over the toilet and make sure it doesn't, if you pour it too fast, it'll go psh and like splash all outside of your toilet, and you don't want that kind of mess all around your toilet. So just make sure you pay attention, and then pour it real slow like that along the whole thing, and then just kind of give it a good rinse, and then that's it. You can just dry it with another napkin and then line it again like how I showed you earlier, and then put the grid on and the new hay. Hi! Look, he knew we were talking about him. He just showed up. Come here, monkey. He rarely comes, like, runs here, but he's molting right now, so he looks really, he's always handsome, but he's getting his new fur. He's so cute. Come here. Okay. He doesn't like me talking about it either. He gets kind of, but I mean, he's always cute, and once his new fur is in, he's gonna be super stoked. But yeah, it's another important thing as well is to comb them. Like there's a hack on how to make this fur comb. You get those flea combs, and then you just kind of wind the rubber band through it, and then comb all that extra fur off of them so that they don't ingest it. They don't ingest it because it's really bad. They can get GI stasis, and that's really lethal to them. Plants as well, just be aware of plants. Like I always have plants elevated, and in this thing it's good to put weight in the bottom of something so it can't tip over, and just keep your plants where they can't get it, because a lot of plants are poisonous to them as well, unless you have herbs or like I know I feed him palm tree leaves. We have a MacArthur palm, and I give him some of that. He really likes. They can have tea leaves, but other than that, like golden pothos, some popular indoor plants are poisonous to them. This is snake plant, called snake plant, and that's, I believe, poisonous to them as well. I have to do research again. I looked it all up, but I can't recall it right now. But yeah, just keep it elevated so that they can't get to it. Yeah, hopefully it was helpful to you. Maybe he'll come to the shot. Hopefully it's helpful to you and that you're enjoying your time with your bunny, especially if you don't live in a place with a yard. This could be very helpful to you. Okay, thanks. Don't forget to subscribe.